Jacob Blake, the man shot 7 times by a white Kenosha police officer, is out of intensive care. We learned that from Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden, who visited the Wisconsin town today. Chris Tye tracked the Biden campaign as they made their way through a town that spoke its mind during the visit. Chris.
Erica, Jacob Blake is out of intensive care as his hometown remains in the spotlight. 2 days after President Trump came here to talk with law enforcement and small business owners, today the former vice president came to talk with the Blake family and listen to hurting residents.
I honest to God believe we have an enormous opportunity now that the screen, the curtain's been pulled back.
Hands up, don't shoot! The crossroads of politics, police reform, and race intersecting in Kenosha today.
If I was that officer, I would be under Kenosha County Jail right now.
Tough questions for a candidate promising a deep contrast to the president who visited the same town 2 days ago.
Not all his fault, but it legitimizes. It legitimizes the dark side of human nature.
Like President Trump, Biden heard from business owners trying to rebuild.
We have never, ever seen anything as devastating as what has gone on in our community.
But unlike the president, Biden listened to voices angry over systemic injustice.
And it didn't just start with Jacob, but we want change. We want change.
So you have black and brown people who are picked up for a lot of times what could be minor things. Then they got a criminal record.
Biden also spoke today with Jacob Blake, just recently released from ICU.
He talked about how nothing was going to defeat him. How, whether he walked again or not, he was not going to give up.
He spoke about reform. We're not even at reform yet. We want an indictment. We want a conviction for little Jake right now.
The former vice president promising police oversight at a federal level if elected, and saying a win in November would end what he calls an immoral presidency.
If we have 4 more years, we're going to have 4 more years of the exact same thing, only it's going to impact us for a couple generations.
We also heard inside this church today from veterans and current firefighters here in Kenosha who say appreciation for what they're doing has been off the charts. There is a silver lining in all of this. And we did see some protests here today, but Erica, nothing comparable to what we saw 2 days ago when the president came to town.
Chris, this visit got global attention, not just because of the Kenosha story, but because this is one of Biden's few campaign stops in months.
That's right. COVID-19 has largely kept him off the campaign trail. This is one of his few stops. And as you saw in the video inside this church today, social distancing and masks were very much in play.
All right. Chris, thank you.